Hi guys, it's Carcer back again with some more Battlefield Gothic Armada 2 from I think it's still Season 4, possibly? Unknown. First time back playing in a while. I've been doing other things and I come back to find that the game is nearly dead again. So hopefully we'll get a big sale or possibly a leaderboard reset, I don't know, something to breathe a little bit of life back into it. Maybe for a little while longer. Maybe we'll get a little flurry of new players around about Christmas when it probably goes on sale on Steam. Who knows? So in this game we are facing off against Imperial Navy and it is Retribution Guy. I've played a few games against Retribution Guy in various orc fleets and I also had a couple of games playing as Dark Eldar and Corsairs, and I got this guy both times, which was absolutely hilarious. I mean, the guy takes 4 retributions, and he's got no fighters, and he's got no escorts. So as you can imagine, against that kind of fleet, it is just a complete piss take. But this time I'm taking him on with my Brawler Orc fleet. So this will play a bit more into his hands, give a straight up fighting engagement. So I've got a couple of groups of escorts, as usual, spread out to the far side of the map. They're just going to be capping points over there. Again, he's got his all 4 of his ships just clumped together over on the left hand side of the map, where the main concentration of capture points are, which leaves that right hand side of the map completely empty. I mean, if anything, I probably could have just sent only 1 escort to capture each of those points, and then just had the rest move over and start harassing him. But it's always nice to have a little bit left over in reserve. So here comes the first volley of torpedoes. Obviously he is going to have, I mean, per ship, 8 volleys of torpedoes in total. So 4 standard torps and 4 melta torps. Managed to dodge that one fine, although as we close the distance it is going to be increasingly difficult to avoid them. It seems like he is using short burn torpedoes. So looks like my cruisers are taking some fire. I am rocking 2 terror cruisers for my for those 2 slots there. I used to use the hammer battle cruisers, but I prefer the 4 combined squadrons of fighters that I get with the terrors, even though it does make them a little bit more susceptible to crit damage, and you do also get slightly less point defense for shooting down the ordnance. So just gonna fire a couple of squadrons over into that cloud. I'll move the escorts in soon as well, because he's just gonna sit there, I guess. I mean, with him just sat there, I mean, what I could do is just back off and hide in the cloud myself. But that would be really boring. The fight is over here. So he's firing off a disruption bomb and another couple of volleys of torpedoes. Again, it's just meltas. And there goes a plasma bomb as well. Just going to catch my flagship. A little bit of damage on him. So now we go in the offensive. I can drop a stasis bomb there. It should capture his flagship and the ship immediately beside him, and just wait for it. Wait for the boost. As soon as the boost goes, drag them in. Make a nice little pile up. Okay, I was hoping that 3rd ship was going to ram into the back end as well. That's fine. So we're just now going to do a little drive-by boarding action. We're going to focus our fire on the ship at the rear, which is half in the stasis bubble, and then we're going to drop all of our boarding actions on one of the other retributions. Do pop mutiny, those fires are starting to take their toll, but I'm able to get rid of that with a rally from the flagship. Now, the flagship does have a damaged deck, which is unfortunate, and he's on fire, so unfortunately I think I'm probably going to lose the flag before too long to mutiny. I'm not going to have any way of getting rid of him. Get a nice little tractor ram in there. Not a huge amount of damage. I mean, you can't pull battleships very quickly, so you can't usually get much in the way of damage if you're pulling battleship into battleship, but I think I managed to get the power ram into the flag. It did a reasonable amount of morale damage. So just going to boost my ships forward. Want to try and keep them on the flagship. I'd like to get rid of him because that's one enemy ship has mutinied. Where's the other one? Looks like the enemy flag's about to mutiny, but I think I'll probably kill him before that happens. So, while all this exciting has been going on, I've been capturing those 2 points on the right, so I'm just going to start moving all those escorts back to the centre. Capture that 3rd point. Right, so still got... Ooh, yeah, there goes the flag. Of course, pops 2 muties. But that's fine. We'll just finish off the flagship Retribution. I think I just caught some invisible meltatorps there on my front battleship. Which is unfortunate, because that's a hell of a lot of fires. I've got my last terror attacking this battleship, so I did pop the mutiny, but he has managed to rally that. His deck's gone, so he'll probably be out of action pretty soon. So I think that left-hand battleship's going to be gone before too long. Trying to get a few more boarding actions off. Nah, I didn't make it in time. We still got 12 point defense, which is enough to shoot down that squadron of attack craft. So both me and the last remaining Retribution have got damaged engines, so we're about to have a very, very slow little ballet here. Mega cannons are still active, as well as one of the forward batteries. Most of the side weapons are still active as well. I don't do the zap for what it's worth. The worthless zap. Both of us are down to low crew. That's another 6. That'll be approximately 12 more crew deaths on the Imperial ship, unless you just call to arms. But doesn't look like he's doing that. And this is great. Now we've got his arse. Currently he doesn't have any shots on us, so we're just going to try and stay on his 6 and just pummel him with the combination of the mega cannons and the side mounted heavy guns. Doing some pretty nice damage there. And now we're going to move in with the escorts. His deck is gone, so as soon as he breaks, that's him away. Okay, so he's managed to get a boarding action off, which won't be enough to kill my crew, but unfortunately I caught a fire result, which is probably going to cause the mutiny. Right, so we're just going to break, avoid all these torpedoes, hopefully. caught one. And now we all just flock back together, and now the pew pew can begin on his exposed arse. I've got on my S. These are the onslaughts, and they're all on reload stance. So as you can see, the rate of fire is something to behold between the 5 ships. Can we take him down before his shields pop back up? That's the question. Oh, it's getting close. Pew 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 pew. Oh my god, it's so close. Come on, finish him off, finish him off. Oh, come on. Alright. Well, not to worry, those shields will be going down very, very quickly. Yeah. Death by 1,000 cuts. And you're off. Oh well, that was a fun game. Sorry to do it to you again, Retribution Guy. Hi guys, Carcer back again with another quick game of Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. This time we are facing off against Oathmaster. Looks like Oathmaster is playing the Gribbly Tyranids. So this should be kind of interesting. Both got stealth focused fleets. Although he doesn't know that, that's what I've got at the moment. Although, yeah, in fact, yeah, the last time I played Oathmaster, I was using my evil sons, I think. So obviously I am still using that Gazgol looking character portrait, which will disguise my my fleet choice and skills from the enemy. So we're going to have two kind of isolated groups. I want to try and I'm not going to go straight for the points with the right hand group. I want to leave them hang back a little bit, wait until they cap one of those points, give it a while, hopefully engage their fleet, then I'll move in and cap. That's the plan anyway. Because I don't want to just move up to one of those far right hand caps only to bump into whatever the hell he's got. Which, I mean, could be literally anything. I've got no idea what Tyranid fleet Oathmaster is going to be using here. So the bulk of my fleet, the Terrors and one Hammer, are going to be moving up the left hand side. Again, I want to be kind of cagey with them, hold them back a little bit. I don't want them to be the first ships in there, so I'm just going to send some send my escorts up first, and then I'll probably just stop my my cruisers just to create a little bit of separation. Okay, so we've got 3 squadrons of fighters going out. Now all 3 of those squadrons seem to be heading towards the centre and right hand sides of the map. And they came from roughly the midpoint. So I'm thinking if he's sending his fighters over to the right hand side of the map, then chances are he's probably going to have escorts over in the left hand side of the map. So I'm just going to boost my escorts up just so he knows that I'm there. They'll immediately be stealth in this gas cloud. And we'll just see if we can get him to reveal himself. I don't want to jump my cruisers onto just, you know, one or two isolated ships. I want to see if I can get them to engage a bit more. So I'll see if we can just run back and forth a little bit here, pop in and out the gas cloud, and try and get them to commit more ships to the left. If there's nothing there, then great, I can just capture that left-hand point. I'm going to peel off one of those escorts. They're going to move up the far left-hand side, hopefully remaining undetected. And I doubt that my opponent will notice that one of them's gone missing.
You have seized a strategic area.
So I'm thinking there should be scanner pulses starting to go off pretty shortly on that left-hand point. I'm just hanging out over on the right-hand side, not going near those other capture points just yet. I will move to the sort of center right point with these bottom two escorts and try and capture that. Okay, so there's a scanner pulse going off over here. Just pulse them. Okay, so it's three of the tentacle krakens, or krakens, I don't know, whatever, destroyers. Little tentacle goobers anyway.
Okay, we'll go that speed.
So probably going to kill off the crew, or is that going to be enough to kill off the crew? Yeah, I think it probably is. So he's not really pressing the advantage. I suppose he's got to wait. He's got to wait for his tentacles to recharge. Hopefully Oathmaster's not going to notice me nudging this debris out of the way. So we do have someone slow capping the right hand point there. So that's probably just an escort or two. I mean, in a one-on-one engagement, orc escorts do very well against Tyranid ones.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
I mean, the shooting potential is very good. Although with this fleet, they're all savages. So I had to make a small concession to make sure that I had enough points to have 7 escorts. So I had to change them to savages rather than the onslaughts I like to use. I think onslaughts are definitely the better ship in most cases. Like, savages are good if you can mob them up and you can get rear shots on like a fleeing enemy. Then they're very good. Okay, so here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So now we've got 6 escorts. So this is good times. So okay, we're going to take some boarding actions. We're probably going to lose that escort as well, but it's fine. Just a little sacrificial lamb. Still being sketchy though. He's not really committing yet. Just try and keep them spotted for as long as possible. Worth a skull? No, probably not. We'll be able to catch anything with that.
Move that junk.
You have seized a strategic area.
Okay, that's great. So we've caught that middle right hand point.
Taking damage, boss. The fight is over here. Our escort went boom.
So just going to skirt around this capture point for now. I'm hoping he's going to come back down into it with his with the bulk of his escorts, and hopefully he's not going to bother. Oh, there we go. I think we've just been proxy spotted. Yeah. Okay, the jig is up. Right, so get a few boarding actions off on that guy, and need to try and spot the rest of his little buddies. So we're just going to scatter our fighter craft around here, which should throw up a few things. The thing about these tentacle ships is, like, they're good at killing crew. Obviously, I mean, you're getting like 3-ish boarding actions off every, what is it, like 2-3 seconds that they're on. But the problem is you've got to keep them pointing at the enemy. So against a close range brawling faction like the orcs, which have forward facing weapons as well, they can just rush right at you, and it forces you to run away, so it's often you're not going to get the full value out of those tentacles. Unless you can pin the orcs in place, which is where the Tyranid spore field comes in. There goes one's just popped there. I think that was from the dead escort. I've got all my ships on lock-on stance, so anything that comes within range, just going to leave the tractor for now. We're still going to get decent shots on him. Got more escorts coming in. I'm just going to finish off this little escort over here. Pew pew pew, and fire should finish him off. Right, he's going for the central point there, so I'm just going to get these two escorts moved up. Oh boy, yep, here's all the escorts. Let's do a little tractor ram there. I was hoping to catch that bottom one as well. So we just want to split our boarding actions. Obviously, with these Tyranid ships, if they get reduced to 0 crew, then they just pop. So that's a great way of getting rid of them quickly. Plus, they have no way to put out fires, so all those extra little crits you can get are super effective. So, no sign of any of his line ships on the flagship yet. All really, I mean, I saw some torpedoes going off earlier, so I'm guessing they must be pretty nearby. I mean, once I get rid of all these escorts, then I can pretty much just re-stealth myself, and then the onus is on him. I don't know whether he's gone for tentacles again with all of his line ships as well, but I would think so. I mean, it looked like those the 3 fighter squadrons that went out I saw earlier were only two fighter stacks apiece, so it's not going to be the what are they called? The infestation battle cruisers, the one that I've got like tier 4 fighters on each of them. So I'm not super familiar with the Tyranid fleet roster and all the various weapons. They've got so many fucking ships as well. Okay, we have spotted some of the enemy line ships. Yeah, it looks like these are the tentacle ones as well. So they've got like a limited fire capacity, and they've got the grubby little tentacles. Right, get a nice tractor ram off on them and catch them in the bubble. So we should get some pretty sweet damage off on these guys now. And looks like there's the hive ship. Well, there's a hive ship. I'm thinking with the amount of escorts he had, though, he's probably not going to have. Yeah, probably just one hive ship. So that guy makes a boost towards the hive ship. Oh, he didn't pop in a spore cloud. Must only be the escorts that do that. I thought all the ships exploded into a spore cloud when they died. Guess not. Alright, check out the book. So grab the tractor. Will he void lurk? Oh, yikes. Okay, get the boarding actions off. Oh! Why did he do that? I figured he would have just like void lurked away in the opposite direction, like on the other side of those spore fields, which would have slowed me down. But I guess he's got spore fields over here as well. But now, of course, I've got all of my guns pointed towards not only his flagship but his is that a cruiser? I think that's a cruiser. I'm looking at like cruiser. I don't know, they all look the same to me. So unfortunately, for the first time, we are starting to get bogged down in spore fields. Yeah, I think those strike craft the enemy just sent out got shot down.
You got it, boss. We'll fight another day. Here we go.
Do have the crew on one of my ships wiped out, but
Full speed.
not much of an issue. We've got plenty of guys left there to replan him. Let's wait for this guy to use his boost and then we'll snag him. Get him finished off. Hopefully get intercept these Tyranid strike craft with my fighters, or yeah, I think you only got one boarding action off there. That's fine.
The fight is over here.
So how are we doing for points? Looking pretty good. 1800 to 9. Wow. How the hell did I get 1800 points so quickly? It must be from killing all those escorts, I guess. Are they quite high value? I would have thought Tyranid escorts would be really cheap. I have lost 5 of my escorts, but mine were only 28 points each.
Faster, you grots.
Yeah, could go for Skull, but no, he's going to die before that gets a chance.
Hit the red button.
Okay, oh god, there's another spore field.
You orders over there.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
See now, I'm sure the spore field
What you want?
description said it slows you by 50%, but I mean, did you see that boost there which got, I mean what, like halfway across the circle from a full orc red button boost? That is crazy.
Move that junk.
I don't know what the actual slowing effect is in those, but I mean it seems like you move through them like molasses.
Fire bombers. Begin taka.
Okay, enemy strike craft had come out from the hive ship, but turned
Here
around.
we go.
So he's got one loose cruiser who's down at the bottom point there, so I'm guessing he's going to be moving over to that left hand point after this. But yeah, I've got a significant points advantage, but obviously he has now captured
Move that junk.
3 going on 4 of the points.
Full speed.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic
Go for a
areas.
cheeky wee ram. It's a good way to kill Tyranids ships. Oof, that was quite nice. Unfortunately, I've eaten quite a lot of
It's best.
boarding actions, and I'm on fire, so he's probably going to either break soon or get his crew fully murdered.
50% of strategic points.
And he's going to go into a spore field. Yep, so okay, the lad's 11, so I mean he's gone. I suppose if I did put him in call to arms, then I could probably keep his crew alive, but
Faster, you grots.
honestly I'm not fussed.
You got it.
Because what I would really like to do is kill that last cruiser.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start moving over there. Unfortunately, a lot of my engines are destroyed, so it's going to be slow going. I think of these 4 cruisers on the left hand side here, I've only got one of them has still got an intact engine.
Orcs, orcs, orcs.
So he's going to be taking point.
That speed.
I'll send one cruiser up into the very top circle and just captured that.
Enemies excited.
And we've only got like 300 points left to go. He still needs a good 1,000. So even with the 5-point lead he's going to have shortly, it's going to take him a wee while to catch up.
Fire bombers, begin dagger dagger.
The enemy is seizing one of your strategic areas.
He's not going to get much in the way of points from my ships over here, because although his hive ship is equipped to kill their crew, he's going to take a hell of a long time to actually get through their hit points and destroy them for the
enemy has
for the
seized a
actual victory
strategic
points.
area.
Fire bombers, begin dagger dagger.
He's going to launch out some fighters, prevent him from stealthing up
Begin dagger dagger.
in the cloud and asteroid field.
Hit the red button.
To make sure he's nice and visible.
New orders over there.
So he's trying to launch some fighters of his own, but they do not make the intercept. Obviously, I had fighters coming from a few different directions. This is grand. Now I've hopefully caught him in the bubble. Tries to grab it, but we'll put a stop to that.
Orcs, orcs, orcs. Reloading.
Just gonna skirt the edge here, and here we go. Got his boarding action off.
The enemy has accumulated 75% of strategic points.
Okay, both of those ships are scuttled. So the enemy hive ship's going to be making his way over. So let's just see if we can quickly kill off this little cruiser before he gets here. Although, to be honest, if he does make it over to us, then I'm pretty confident we can finish him off. I mean, he's only on, well, he's probably regenerated a bit now, but he's only going to be on like maybe half health. I've still got 4 living ships here. Granted, not with much in the way of weaponry, but
Move that junk.
much in the way of sort of maneuverability even. One of them is down to 1
The fight is
crew,
over here.
but it should still be sufficient.
Here we go.
But now we're up to 2,400 points with that 1 capture, so really it's just going to take the death of this cruiser to finish him off.
Move that junk.
You are close to victory by strategic.
There wasn't really much Oathmaster could have done to prevent this situation, I guess. I mean, he pretty much had to split his 2 ships. I mean, yeah. With him just being down to only the flagship and this 1 cruiser, yeah, he really had no choice.
Orcs, orcs, orcs.
Although I think he probably would have been better served to go after my main group in the centre rather than those 2 that split off to go for the right. But then they would have captured those 2 right hand points. So not an ideal situation in any case. Right, and this enemy cruiser's only got 2 crew left, so I'm just going to slip on up behind him and fire off boarding action. And that'll be game.
Time to stop him.
That was good he didn't boost away there, because that would have fucked up my little plan. And game. So it ended up being quite close, but
You have accumulated 75% of strategic
yeah, very
points.
nice. Eat everything. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, if there is one.